Coming up on Now You Made It Awkward podcast.
I know I have something in mind. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is or what the connection is.
Other than any car I build?
No, that's totally rational. Your irrationality towards the things you build is what makes me rationally dislike it.
I've done the fast thing.
And
I've done the truck thing. I've done a lot of the...
Hold on. You said truck thing. You said the magic words for the fucking week.
Oh, yeah.
The fucking trucktards.
Your yearly aneurysm.
I didn't know that last weekend was Trucktard Invasion weekend. That means a blind person drove up to this ATM to use it. Pet dog beware of owner. That's what it should say. Please leave the horse alone. No. Don't put that. Oh, God damn it. He's fucking the horse now. And he married it, too. He married the dead horse. He's now fucking it thoroughly. Not louder, just stupider. Like the Democratic Party.
Trust me. It'll get dumber. It'll get dumber when I trim it and get the 30s on it.
I hate everything.
Yeah.
He comes from a polyamorous Klingon family where both his dads left. They went out to get Gagh and never came back. Wow. Yeah, and now he's gay. Because he had an overbearing single mother. That's what happened. We already know that's what causes gay boys. All right, either way.
I see her rolling up over black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of fat.
I have ice cream. All right, so I got that pulled up. So, all right, let's go ahead and get rolling here. I got too many things on my screen. Let me pull that up. I do not technically have a meme of the week, but I kind of do at the same time. So I'll have to deal with that. I have a.
You do and you don't?
I have a cluster of memes, technically speaking.
What is a group of memes called?
Just memes. I don't think there's a separate name for memes.
No.
Why would there be?
A memery?
No, memery is the action of meming.
Or is it a murmur?
Nope, that's something else.
A murmur of memes.
Nope, that is incorrect what that is. Okie dokie. So, yes, let's get going. Hey, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the Now You Made It Awkward podcast, episode 178. It's easy to remember because I was watching 177 this morning before doing this. So my brain is in two different places. I'm trying to remember what we're doing on today's show while also having last week's show literally fresh in my brain. Fun times. I am Shoky. You can follow me on the Shoky-related links down below. Whether that's Shoky Review, Shoky Reviews 2, or the Doesn't Have to Make Sense live stream channel. And, of course, make sure you're doing the like and subscribe thing to this here channel. And I would like to say, hi, new subscribers. I hope you're watching because we've drastically breezed past our 169 goal, and we are now at 196. I think the YouTube ad worked. So, yeah, I ran a YouTube ad. So if you are newly subscribed to this channel because you saw an ad, let me know in the comment section down below. Mm-hmm. Also, make sure you come check out the Shoky Reviews Patreon, where you can actually help support this channel financially because we be poor. And if you want to get the full uncut video version of this podcast, I've been putting out more of the full video, but not uncut video, usually heavily redacted video. So that's been going up there. But either way, if you want to see the whole thing with all the extra exploits, like there's an entire story from last week that I had to cut because it revolves around things I can't technically talk about on the open internets.
Yes.
So that exists there only. Also on the Patreon, there was an addendum to our Mad Llama tasting video that is only on the Patreon. It ain't even on YouTube, period. It is only on Patreon. So you have to go find that there. If you're remotely interested in that, please come sign up for as little as $5 a month. Also, if you want to help support the channel in another way, you can just buy some shit. So I'm not wearing the Couch Dweller shirt today, but I do still have the poster sitting here because I haven't hung it up yet. I haven't figured out where I'm going to hang it up yet. I have limited wall space, and I decided to make more posters. So if you want something like the Racing the Prairie Dog movie poster, or the Rafty movie poster, or the... Stay over there. Or the No He-Man is Illegal movie poster, you can also check those out at the merch link down below, the Teespring thing. And, of course, buy any of that stuff. It helps put more money in my pocket so I can buy more shit so that we can make episode 200 happen. which I need to talk. I'm supposed to talk with Shay this week about
Nice.
that.
That's coming up.
Yep, in a few months.
Yeah.
Episode 200, guys. It's going to be a big deal. And, of course, with me today and barely awake, well, so I guess he's barely with me, we have the Jefe.
Hi.
He's sleepy.
Yeah.
He's sleepy happy.
Yeah, no sleepy yet. Doctor had a thing I had to do this morning, and then I had to come here, and then I'll sleep sometime.
He had to go get the old finger up the butt.
No, not yet. That was thumb, but
Had to get the thumb up the butt. Either way, so go follow Jefe at Grounded and Grumpies on the Instagrams, where he has now expanded Steve's big black deck.
it's coming out of his backside.
That's how we do a setup, y'all. So yes, go check that out. I will have it. I took the photos you sent us of building the frames.
Yeah.
That is in episode 177.
Okay, and I did send you a progressional of the deck boards, right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
That thing. But go look at his actual Instagram so you can
I need to
see
put
that.
things on there. Yeah.
You should.
I'll put. I got 2 pieces. I still got to frame up on the sides to trim it. Once those go on, I'll throw more pictures up.
Sure. Well, there you go. Go follow the progression of Steve's butt. And Chado is not here, so we have blank space.
Yep.
So Taylor Swift is all about this one. So I tried to get us a third today. Didn't have time to get a response.
Yeah, that was a little last moment.
Yeah, everything was a little bit last moment. I reached out to other Kevin just to see if he was going to be available, but he didn't even have time. He literally didn't have time. So it is what it is. So yay for that. Either way. Okay, good. Had to make
What
sure.
else we got? We got another cam, don't we?
We do have another cam.
Yep.
It's that one over there.
Yeah,
It's fat cam.
right there.
The fat cam. I can't. I have the power of
Right
fat
there.
cam right here. Yes. And I'm still not necessarily wearing pants, but we can't tell. I will say that it is remarkably bright on the fat cam, but that's okay.
Our ambiguously pantsed host.
My pants are very ambiguous. Wouldn't you like to know?
Schrodinger's britches.
Schrodinger's panties. I don't know. Actually, without Chad being there, I can have the extra lights on.
You can, huh?
Well, because when he's there, he gets yellowed out from that. So he has his head shiny white and everything
Poor
else
bald
is yellow.
jaundice guy.
Yeah. Poor bald jaundice guy. Chad, I know you'll watch this in the future. Your best friend Jefe over here fucking talking shit. But no, if Chad is there, he has the yellow lights to his right and his left and behind him, and then a white light from above. So it's very hard to be sitting in the Chad corner with all the lights on. But without Chad, it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes. So either way, and of course, Jefe,
Yes, sir.
where can the people talk to us if they want to talk to us?
They can email us at nowyoumadadeawkwardmail@gmail.com. They can follow us on our Instagram at Nimea_pod. They can also interact with us on our Facebook, as our good buddy Sean does on our Facebook page.
And Tyler.
And Tyler, yes.
Don't leave Tyler out.
Interrupted me, fuck, damn it. Anyway, you can
But you said the
message us
face page.
on the face page at Now You Made It Awkward Podcast.
Correct.
On the Facebooks.
Indeed. You can, in fact, do those things. Because right now, the only emails I get is from a lady trying to get me to switch to TeePublic. That's the only emails I get over there, other than Instagram notifications, which I don't give a shit about. So, yay. It's like Teespring got their head out of their ass for once. Now, I understand that other places will pay a little bit more, but it is what it is. Now, when it comes to our episode 200 merch, it's going to be a fairly limited run of stuff, and it's going to be available to... I'm not going to go into full details, but there will be 2 levels of merch for episode 200. So there will be something similar to a VIP package. So we are doing real sales of real things. And speaking of which, the very particular special item that I'm going to get made, I need to start... I know the pricing. I need to figure out who I'm going to go with, because pricing's roughly the same everywhere.
Right.
And then I need to figure out, hopefully that doesn't take fucking 4 months, because that would
Definitely.
suck. I think in today's day and age, when it comes to manufacturing, it's
That
significantly
needs to
faster.
get going sooner rather than later.
I mean, they're going to do it this week or next week. So either way. I mean, I've got literally till June.
Literally.
And then seriously, the tooth is still a fucking problem. I cannot wait to get my permanent crown in. Either way, so we do have a Tyler message. So let's go check that out right quick.
Question for the pod. You guys have any like weird hang-ups or dislikes of something just based off of something completely inconsequential or petty or whatever? Last week you guys were talking about soundtracks to life or whatever from Sean's question.
Yep.
And it just made me think that of all music types, I don't think I've ever liked pretty much like any country song I've ever heard.
That's
and I don't think
I
it
feel
has
like I
to do
actually
anything with
interrupted
like disliking anything in music. Country music. I think it's when I was little, we only had one TV, and I wanted to watch cartoons, and my mom had it on country music television all the time. So I think it just gave me some kind of deep-seated hatred for country music. I don't know.
Once again, he ends sentences a little bit weird.
Yeah.
If he didn't say "I don't know" and he ended on country music, it would have been a weird way to say it. Also, the way he said cartoons. That's going to stick with me. Irrational things I dislike. The way you say cartoons.
Like I said, he just finished with the end.
Yeah. Cartoons.
Help us out, buddy.
Yeah. Either way. Irrational dislikes of things.
Just random irrationalities.
I mean, if he doesn't like country music and doesn't want to give it a chance because blank happened, even though it was nothing real or significant.
I want to say most of my dislikes have some rationale behind them.
Yeah, but it's nothing crazy is what he's saying. It's not like you don't have trauma. It's like just, yeah, that's just annoying this one time and I didn't forget it. And I just don't want to ever acknowledge that thing because it was annoying at this one time.
Yeah, babies crying in public.
But in private, it's okay?
As long as it's not around me.
Actually, well, I mean, that's a man thing. Men don't want to hear babies crying because they're supposed to be out in the field hunting things or gathering things, and women are supposed to be dealing with the children. That's why they respond and like, won't somebody please help that baby, even if it's not theirs. And then if a baby cries for too long, a woman will go and pick
we're
it up.
sitting there channeling our inner Tom Segura going, quit stabbing that baby.
Are you stabbing that thing? But that was in a movie theater. Yeah, definitely, absolutely. Things I the funny part is I know I have something in mind. I'm trying to remember exactly what it is or what the connection is.
Other than any car I build.
No, that's totally rational. Your irrationality towards the things you build is what makes me rationally dislike it.
I've done the fast thing.
And
I've done the truck thing. I've done a lot of the
Oh, hold on. You said truck thing. You said the magic words for the fucking week.
Oh yeah,
the fucking trucktards.
Your yearly aneurysm.
I didn't know that last weekend was Trucktard Invasion weekend, and fucking Wednesday rolls around and they start putting up signage and shit at the fairgrounds.
Tyler,
like,
you wanted an irrational dislike. Boom.
First of all,
here you go.
First of all, it's a legal dislike because did you see the fact that literally Montgomery County and the Conroe cops put together a task force of like an extra 100 officers to
precincts 1 through 5, Montgomery County Sheriff's Office,
all of them,
Conroe PD.
I don't even know.
We had Harris County deputies and constables coming up to help.
They lived up here, probably.
Yeah,
dude, it was a problem. Like I will say, traffic. It was a little bothersome on Saturday, but they kind of had it figured out decently. I was truly hoping it was gonna fucking rain so these assholes would just behave. Seemingly, they got the notion that nobody wanted them around. So, and the fact that cops were literally stopping them from gathering anywhere.
Well, my son went up there, and I
Amy
called him immediately.
Yeah.
I said, Lucas, I need you to make good decisions. I need you to be responsible.
They will bust you and impound your truck.
We have enough going on with your grandfather being in the hospital. I said, please don't compound any of that this weekend. So we need you to put on your good idea hat and don't stay out late. Don't get involved with any of the people doing stupid shit because that truck of yours ain't fast.
No, it's big.
It's big. That's it.
It's big.
He did pick up a sponsor.
Don't care.
Yeah, he's excited.
It's like, no offense, I don't care.
Or was he down
Good for him, but I don't care.
He's excited.
Yes. I tried to get sponsors back in the day when I was building my car. And because it wasn't a particularly cool car, but it was well done, nobody picked it up. It was stupid. Either way, the trucktards. When I made my post about it, and Amy seemed thoroughly confused about what a trucktard was, I'm like, I literally posted about it this day last year. You shouldn't be confused. And then when she said, oh, Lucas is going to be there with his truck, and I went, ugh. she didn't seem happy with me. I was like, I don't care. Because if Lucas becomes the trucktard, we'll have to have a talk with the boy. Because that means he doesn't have good style sense. And by the way, this is mostly a style and mechanical complaint. Because they spend an irrational amount of money on things that don't actually improve a truck.
Right.
It's one thing if you want to add power, you want to add better tires for traction, depending on your situation. But they make a truck less of a truck. And more so than the mini trucks do.
See, his truck's not as tarted as a lot.
That's
of
what I said. If she sent the picture, I'm like, it's not tarted out.
Yeah.
It's just
it's got the subframe. It's got
a bit of a lift to it.
It's got a good size lift.
Yeah, but it's not
It's a
ridiculous.
friggin' Alcoas.
But
Yeah.
it's not stupid.
No, those aren't Alcoas. Those are just big ass fucking rims.
So by the way, Trucktard Invasion was not limited to only Conroe.
Of course, you are in such close proximity to Fucktard Invasion.
I work next to it.
I wasn't gonna go that far, but yes.
But yeah, I do. I mean, I work literally right next to where it was. So the thing is, even my supervisor, when I got back on Saturday, I went around the traffic the smart way because apparently traffic was horrible coming in the main way. He said, yeah, dude, because they do their like check-in line basically right next to us. And he's like, yeah, I was sitting in the office and everything started shaking. So I came out to see somebody had their stereo so fucking loud with so much bass, it was rattling our building several hundred yards away.
We had one at the Legion.
Yeah.
At the gas station across the street.
Yeah.
Bass so loud it was shaking the walls in the bingo hall.
Yeah. That's
people were going, can you check on that? What's going on? And I went outside.
that's literally unhealthy.
And I walked back in. I grabbed the mic and go, hey guys, that's not our parking lot. That's across the street. People are going, oh, that's horrible.
Yeah. So and there's a lovely cohabitant here that also has loud subs and he goes to work at 5:00 every morning. So if I don't wake up, something will wake me up because we're on the 3rd floor and this motherfucker is loud enough to be
speaking
felt
of
up
trucking, Lucas and good decisions, he tore out of the house. He got partway down the dirt road and I heard him throwing revs at it. What the hell's that boy doing? I told him not to dog that truck. What's he doing? I leave, and there's somebody's collie chasing the friggin' cars up and down the friggin' road.
So he was revving at it to try to get it
Exactly. I was like, okay, I get it.
to go. Yeah.
Because I do that with my old Suburban. You remember how loud that fucker was.
Yeah.
And they'd back off in a hurry.
Obnoxiously loud. See, I don't mind your Suburban except the exhaust.
What, no baffles?
Yeah, nothing. There's no. I'm baffled at how loud it is.
There's literally straight piped into the Corsa.
Yeah, I fucking hate it.
Yeah, she were noisy.
It's too loud. And I have a loud car, but my car is reasonably loud. My old car was a bit louder than this one.
See, my little one's not getting much louder. It's not even when I run the straight pipe kick. It's not going to get louder.
It's just going to sound dumber.
Yeah.
Yeah, not louder, just stupider.
Like
the Democratic Party.
Trust me, it'll get dumber. It'll get dumber when I trim it and get the 30s on it.
I hate everything.
Yeah.
Either way, what I was getting at was the Trucktard Invasion was not limited only to Conroe or Woodlands. It went all the way down to Spring.
Yep.
Because they took over the Bass Pro Shop parking lot, and I'm guessing it's because it was outside of the jurisdiction.
Yep.
So we left Mad Llama, and we're just like, what is up with all this traffic? On Spring Stubner, there's the whole right lane is just solid, and we're like, what the fuck? And then we start passing a few of them, and we're like, oh no. Oh, no. We start seeing the lights. We start seeing the shiny wheels. Like, oh no, the motherfuckers are over here. Why? I mean, just in the traffic we saw, there had to have been 60 or 70 in a line, and poor normies stuck in that line. They had no fucking clue what was going on. But here's the insanity. We're driving in our car. Not that big of a deal. Decent sound baffling inside the car. You shouldn't hear too many things. And our radio was on, but not loud because we were talking. We were talking about stuff. And I start hearing music. Clear as day. In my car. That's not my music. I'm like, the fuck is that coming from? And yeah, there's a truck pacing beside us.
FM transmitter?
No. There's a truck pacing beside us. I'm like, oh, I mean, I guess it could be that loud. And so I crack the windows. The sound gets insanely loud. It's not the truck beside us. It's the truck in front of us. his bed has been converted to speaker boxes, and they're aimed backwards. He literally has, I think, 10 speakers across the bed of the thing in a huge box, and it's aimed towards cars behind it. And it is so loud and so clear, it sounds like it's coming out of your radio.
Damn.
It's insane. I'm like, that is fucking stupid. That's not the stupidest thing I saw. Stupidest thing is what I saw at work earlier that day. I think it was right when I was leaving, because there were several of them that came around the back way to get in instead of the front entrance. And couldn't tell you what type of truck it was. I missed that. I just saw that he had his windows down, and I'm like, he's got speakers all along the back wall, all the way to the ceiling, with LED surrounds around all the individual speakers, which means he covered up his entire back glass with a speaker box. Because when he went by, I'm like, yeah, he still literally has glass there that's blacked out, like making it more useless as a vehicle.
See, I saw a mod that went the other way.
And unsafe.
Went the other way. I was very impressed.
It absorbs sound?
No, it was a tonneau cover. And I was looking at him. I watched him reach under there, grab two handles and twist. Then he picks up the middle of the tonneau cover, pulls that out to the back of the truck, and then pulls legs out. It's a fucking table.
That I've seen.
It's a folding table.
I've seen shit like that, yeah.
That impressed the hell out of that makes more sense than just about anything.
That's an innovation.
Yeah.
That I can appreciate. Making your car stupider, I will never appreciate, because I've done it.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've made my car stupider, and then it became useless, and it remained useless for the rest of its life until I snagged all the good running stuff out of it and put it in a more useful car. And then it became significantly less useful over time, to the point that it's now rotting in my parents' carport.
Yeah.
Till Ryan inevitably takes it off my hands. Or I buy that Rampage that I saw on Craigslist or Marketplace. Because, you know what's even funnier? Because Facebook do what Facebook do, it saw that I was looking for SRT stuff, and I was looking at older cars like that Rampage. And in my feed, because, you know, it looks at what you've been doing, and it goes, hey, what if I show them something else he's kind of looked at? Saw an SRT swapped LeBaron wagon.
Yes.
I was like, well, that just proved that I could do it if I want to do it. But, I mean, that Rampage is in rough shape. I wouldn't pay what that guy wants for it.
Right.
But, I mean, it's still not bad, but I wouldn't pay what he wants for it. But I was looking at other, like, cheaper vehicles. But I'd be like, that'd be a funny podcast vehicle. Put a tonneau cover on it, on that little bed on that thing, and fucking put all the equipment back there and haul it up to a brewery. But I was thinking I could take all my old neon running gear that should still be good. Probably need an all-new wiring harness, honestly. But then convert that bitch to run like that.
Speaking of not truck-tardy stuff, but automotive related.
Truck-tardy stuff.
Kia just revealed a affordable luxury SUV starting at $20,000, and it's
That's not.
kind of fucking
That's fake. That is an AI.
God, I hope it's not.
That is an AI generated fucking thing, and that the body of that thing costs more than $20,000. That's a hyper RV that you can't possibly create. I forget if it was you or somebody else was showing off a bunch of things that look just like that, and I realized, hey, you know, the wheels aren't the same from side to side, right? And like, what do you mean? Count the number of wheels. One size has 6, one size has 8. That's a different. It's like, it's not the same thing. Also, I do love that Tyler is currently commenting on the uncut episode just to help boost the algorithm, even though I put in a buttload of. By the way, I forgot some of the things we talked about last week. That's even funnier.
Really?
Yeah, I did. It was what it was. Okay, let me go check to see if we have any other comments on anything. Tyler said he wants the Mad Llama Coffee Stout. Well, I'm drinking that right now, Tyler, so I'm going to rub it in your face.
Ha ha.
It's still pretty good. And then you said that the coffee stout was fantastic.
Yep.
So that was good, but no other comments on that. I don't think we got any comments on my current Facebook post, but I will check just in case. Nope, Corinne didn't have anything to say this week.
She's under the weather at the moment.
Oh, okay. Well, that should mean she'll be able to type. Very good. Okay.
Is she unconscious?
Yeah, there you go. Well, that's one reason why Tyler was able to send a much longer message, because he had the flu last week.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, that's why. So he's back to work after them bitching at him about using up a whole lot of unscheduled days off. It's like, bitch, I had the flu.
Is he malingering?
No. He's just been shopping for a new job, much like my wifey. All right, either way, so I forwarded this message to me from Mike. So Mike sent this to me, and I forwarded it to myself. So I did ask him to send in a message about the Albertan separation. Now, I think this is a shorter version. I haven't listened to it yet. He did say he will send a longer message later when he's on lunch break. So I'm going to check this out, and he's an hour behind us. So he's probably going to hit lunch break here in 20 minutes or so. So we'll see what happens. But let's see what Mike had to say, because I didn't actually listen to it.
Here's the situation going on in Alberta, and you can catch this on several of the posts that I made on my Facebook page.
Okay.
Basically, we're fed up of being communist run. There's been election tampering from the communist Chinese.
Okay.
Overtaxation without representation. Pretty much your 1776 is basically what's going on here in Alberta. We're being called traitors from the rest of Canada, from everything from the NDP, the New Democratic Party, and the Liberals and the Green Party, all the nutcases basically.
Yep. The left.
And right now, we need 178,000 signatures on a petition, which will go to a straight election to vote on whether or not we leave Canada. I am one of the petitioners that's going on right now, so I got my badge ready. I'm waiting for the paperwork to be to get signatures, and we're looking at becoming our own independent republic. So what else is going on also is that certain members that are heading this whole thing have talked already for a little over a year now with the Trump administration. He has our full backing and is watching this with great interest.
Okay, Palpatine.
Plus, he has offered to recognize us as a sovereign country by going to the UN, because apparently you need one country in the world when it goes to the UN to recognize us as a independent country. Plus, the word is that he has offered $500 million for startup capital if we need it, interest-free. We don't have to use it if we don't want to, but it's there in case we do. There's a lot of other things going on as well. Like I said, with the comic that I'm creating, I basically turned my protagonist into Alberta's Amelia.
Yeah.
And if you don't know who Amelia is, I encourage you to go look that up.
I know who Amelia is. I've seen her.
But it's spreading like wildfire here, and there's lots of people
say that.
that
We're
are
having wildfires right now.
For it. I'll give you more as we go on, because I'm at work right now.
All right. Well, I'm glad he gave us that promo, because like I only knew the tiniest bit of information on that. Sorry, I got people messaging me right now too. Not everybody knows when we do the podcast. But either way, so I'm glad Mike decided to send in a message. Go check him out at the Comic Relief Crusader on the YouTubes, where he does Titillating Tuesdays. And then he also has his live show where he is actually drawing his comic out on the live stream called Huge Circles, which I believe is referring to the huge circles of his main character.
Right.
Yes. I will say that Mike's art style needs a bit more finesse, but he's getting there. He's been getting tips and stuff from other like previous like Marvel comic artists and writers and stuff like that, but I would say just the face work needs a little bit of work. The overall design is fine. It's just you gotta clean that up a little bit, because it's more anime aesthetic. What?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, I didn't know if you had a thing, because
That's
you look like you had a thing going. All right. So if Mike writes in more later, that will be good. All right. I need to go to my Instagram real quick to see where the heck I saved that meme of the week for myself. So I'm going to do my best to put this on screen, because I'm going to have to screenshot this. So this is from the Meme Bonkers page, and apparently this is something that actually happened on Twitter. So the post says, Twitter, please never change. So from the Major League Baseball actual Twitter page, says, tonight the Orioles became the first pro team to wear uniforms with Braille lettering. Awesome. Hashtag bigger than baseball. So there's the image. I'll have it on the screen for everybody. And then what we have below that is the comments. One says, purpose. Blind can't see or are allowed to feel the touchers. Or, hold on. Allowed on field to touch the players' backs. I think it's to raise awareness. Who doesn't know about blind people? Deaf people probably never heard of them. So, yes, Twitter comments always win. But I saw that. I was just scrolling. I'm like, why did they put Braille names on a uniform? What's the fucking point? I was like, that doesn't even fucking make any fucking sense. It's like to raise awareness of blind people to the visually non-impaired people. We can see the Braille. They can't see or touch any of it. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Hi, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Well, that's like the drive-up teller machine Braille. That means a blind person drove up to this ATM to use it.
I actually have one of those. I snagged off an ATM from Fort Jackson. During basic.
It's fucking dumb.
I think it's still on a CD case.
Yeah. I understand certain things like signage and like a bathroom, sink here or please wash hands before returning to work, which means you hired a blind person, first of all.
That was a good one. A friend of mine also gave me a sticker, really, really nice, actually, a little signage thing that said, in case of a water landing, the seat cushions can be used as a flotation device.
Yeah.
And I put it inside my 88 Chevy.
Yeah.
A pickup.
Yeah. But, well, here's the funny part. How do they know where the seat cushion is?
You're sitting on it.
Maybe. You don't know. If it doesn't say seat cushion, how do you know?
All right.
I can't feel what it is. Guys, if you have any absurd witnessing of Braille out in the world that makes no fucking sense, please send them in or comment on. Go over to
God. I need to
forgot
get
the Discord.
I need to get River's name in Braille to put it on her vest.
Yeah, but put River, don't touch, will bite, Jefe. But make sure they don't know what they mean. It's
Dogs.
like, wait.
Dog's cool, owner's shady.
Yeah.
Beware of owner.
Beware of owner. Do not pet dog. Wait, what?
Do not pet owner either.
No, pet dog, beware of owner. That's what it should say. Pet dog, beware of owner. Okay, yeah. Owner armed, dog friendly. Wait.
Owner armed, dog pod.
Yeah. Either way, guys. So go over to the Naimia Discord, which I always forget to promote, but we have a meme of the week section over there, but also in the general chat if you want to join in. Send me some fucking images of Braille out in the world that are retarded is the word I'm looking for.
I want to see Braille
Braille
on the Chinese menu signs.
Yeah,
like
where they print it on the
fucking the duck till exploded.
Yeah,
is one of my absolute favorites.
That's not Braille,
but still.
Oh, so
I'll have two of those.
By the way, so next time you see Jessica, so I want you to memorize this real quick. I need you to do this next time you see Jessica. Watch. So do that to Jessica next, not to her, but so yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Just next time you see her.
Okay.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah. Okay. I learned two things.
Okay, now what does that mean?
I'm not going to tell you.
Before I catch a fucking Jessica boot to the groin.
She won't do that. We have ice packs. No, she'll just look at me and be like, God damn it. I'm like, uh-huh. All right, either way. Oh, hey, my package supposedly got delivered. Okay, hold on. Wait, what did Domeo and Juliet comment here? Food?
Yeah, some of these menu translations I'm finding, it says I can't find on Google, but it's delicious.
So, oh, okay, I see. You've sent comments, not a message. Okay, it comes across as a message. Yeah. So I guess Domeo and Julia wants us to talk about food specifically.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're fat. We
are
talk
fat.
about
We
food entirely too much.
Yeah, so I have their new bread. It was good. I haven't got to try the new one yet. It's in the freezer. So the other thing that happened was, I didn't get a chance to tell you, I brought an ice pack in the cooler with me to Frankenbolt's when we went to Market Day because I made another batch of mayo. Wanted to make sure it stayed good in the cooler. Unfortunately, said ice pack decided to melt and leak everywhere after I already had everything in the...
Oh, no. So you got gooey blue stuff all over everything?
No, it was ice. It was an
Oh, okay.
It was a bag of ice. But the problem is that it got the bread wet through the breathable packaging that they put their bread in. So we had to come home. And I told Jessica, take all the bread out, let it dry on the counter, whatever. That's one reason why I froze one of them and I put the other one in the fridge in a new bag. Unfortunately, that bag doesn't breathe, and now that thing is very wet. So now it's just sitting on the counter.
Another good one.
I can't see
Translation says loofah cheerleading.
See, now you're just doing Chinese translations that have nothing to do with Braille.
Oh, it's a fucking food.
Yeah, I understand.
But still, they make me giggle.
That's the wrong thing, Jefe. But you know what we can talk about that wasn't very wrong? Dunkin' Egg.
Dunkin' Egg.
Yeah, Dunkin' Egg Diner. The Dunkin' Egg Diner.
Dunkin' Egg Diner.
That's where they went off to. They went to go found the Dunkin' Egg Diner in whatever that place is that they're going to. Dorne. Couldn't think of the word. Dorne. So, Night of the Seven Kingdoms finished up after episode 6, and I really enjoyed it. Which doesn't make any sense because realistically, it was just people talking in different locations. This entire episode was just people talking.
That's all it was talk.
Yeah, just talking. And for some reason, watching just two people talk to each other in a room, people like watching. But I guess it depends on the conversation, right?
I guess.
But, and it's something that cinema therapy always talks about, is like there's the best special effects ever is just two people having a good conversation that matter. It's like you don't need special fancy.
What, you mean the
effects.
Kevin Smith approach to directing?
Shit, he's gone down.
That's all he does is exposition.
Yeah, at this point. But sometimes he does uninteresting
And
exposition.
throws in like Snoochie Boochie here and there. And
Either weird. Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I enjoyed the series. I know you got caught up literally last second.
but still good.
But fantastic. And like the battle scene, we didn't really get a chance. We didn't talk too much about it because we didn't want to spoil it because it's fresh. But the one battle scene we technically got so far, even though it was real short, what we actually got to see, and they didn't give us a flashback to any more of the fight like people thought they might do. They just went straight to like a couple days later. And I will say there was something interesting about episode 6. They included modern contemporary music
At the beginning, yeah.
in the end.
One thing that caught me about episode 6 was a lot of the self-realization that Duncan went through. You know, why me? Well,
Yeah.
That whole speech, that whole conversation with Egg's father.
Yeah.
That and then
Maycore.
him kind of deciding at the end that, okay, this is what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Because the thing is that all he ever wanted to do was be a knight that served a great lord, worked out of a castle or whatever, fought at tourneys, made a name for himself, and move on.
And then him be selfless acts of kindness, just because it was the right thing to do. His buddy bought his horseback for him,
Yeah.
and he's like, "No, I think she'd be happier in an orchard."
Yeah. Apple Bottom Boy got it for him.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't forget his actual name, but that's what he is now. The Green Apple Boy.
Apple Bottom Boy.
I don't know. They're the Apple family. I just forgot what the name is. I think it's Fossil Weight. I think I could be wrong, but either way,
Macintosh.
no, that would have been funnier. But he's the Green Apple, so that was the whole point. We called him the Green Apple Boy. Okay, so I loved the opening of the episode with the Lionel Baratheon and the Maester just staring at Dunk, not sure if he's alive or dead.
And he looks beat to the seven hells.
Yeah, he looks pretty bad.
I mean, just one eye swollen shut, bruised, staring a 1,000-yard stare.
Yeah, that was a full-on 1,000-yard stare. But I love that. I loved like Lionel's character annoyed me at first until
I love him now.
Yeah, but until he like brought Dunk in, I was like, oh, now I understand.
Come with me, I'll love you like a brother.
Yeah, come I'll love you like a brother. And he said, turn on me and I'll hate you like a brother. I was like, oh, that's a fucking
No,
thing.
he said, and don't, I'll hate you like a brother.
Yeah, don't, and I'll hate you like a brother. Yeah. So, I mean, that's foreshadowing. But the point is, if you know the Baratheons from other series, that's exactly how it went.
Yeah.
You got to remember, in Game of Thrones alone, the 3 Baratheon brothers were literally fighting over the fucking kingdom and killing each other.
Yes.
And because they didn't, Robert won, and then you got Stannis and Renly out there fucking, doing whatever they do. But I loved Lionel in this because, like, one, the comedic timing of whoever the fuck was making this show is so good because they had the whole conversation and Dunk's like, okay, I'll make up my mind eventually, see what I want to do. And he's like, cool. All right, well, I'll see you after the roast. And immediately cuts to the fire where the fucking prince is being burned.
Right.
I was like,
The roast.
I was like, Jesus. I was like, first of all, I don't think that's what he was technically referring to, but I love to believe that he did. That's
But
what
it
was.
worked.
So they were having a Targaryen funeral where you got to burn them on the, I forgot what they call that. They have a specific name for it. It's not a pyre. It's something else.
A weenie roast.
No, the actual the thing that he's on has a different name than a pyre. But because they no longer have dragons to burn any dead Targaryens, they have to burn them the old-fashioned way. So they had the funeral. Dunk shows up after everybody's gone because he still feels very much responsible.
Fucker can barely walk.
He's literally hobbling around on a fucking makeshift piece of fucking whatever.
It's a straight stick he's
Yeah.
got stuck under his armpit.
Yeah, no, Lionel was using a fucking actual deer antler. Did you notice that?
No,
He had a giant deer antler that he was using, or it had to have been like an elk.
it was a spread thing. It was actually a properly made cane.
No, it wasn't. It was literally an elk horn.
Really?
Yeah. Like if you actually
Well,
look
he's got
at-
horns everywhere. Stupid
Yeah, so
hat. and
like
all that.
he's got one horn coming up behind his shoulder. He's holding the other as a handle, but it
Okay.
is legitimately a fucking elk or a stag
And I
horn.
guess I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, that's what it was. Well, you're probably watching on your laptop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. I was watching on the TV.
Yeah, River was growling.
It's easier to see that shit on the TV. But like Lionel, you start seeing how beat up everybody else is who survived the fight. Makor's even pretty fucked up considering he's like the head prince. He's not the king, he's the head prince effectively, I think. And no, he's got to be the king at this point. No, because they wouldn't let the king fucking fight in a thing, so it can't be. He's another prince. He's just the next one up, I guess.
Next in
Now he
succession,
is.
Yeah.
Now he is. Because the next in succession is the one who died.
Yeah.
So either way, we see Egg back with his family and not happy about it. Good Lord.
To quote the water boy, got
Yeah.
the brain pain, coach.
Yeah. Oof. Oof. But one thing I loved about this episode was Dunk is like, he gets called to go talk to Makor, and he's like, fuck, they're going to tear me. They're going to put me in prison again because they blame me for this.
Yeah.
And then he's all like, my son has taken a liking to you, and he needs to squire for somebody, and he said he will squire for nobody but you.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay. I was like, will you have him? And he's like, well, I love the line, if you beg my pardon, I'm done with
Princes. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not true. But, because, I mean, at this point, all the princes he's interacted with all suck ass, with the exception of one.
And dude, little Egg, he was about to get ruthless.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, that kid. So this is the
And what's stupid is the stubble on his head growing back is what triggered him.
yeah. Yeah. Well, I thought he was going to shave his head at first, and then he takes a knife to go do other things instead. But, and it's something somebody else reminded me of. I forgot who I was talking to. And they said, it was from Game of Thrones, and they said, when a Targaryen is born, the gods flip a coin. It's either get madness or greatness.
Right.
And it's like, I don't think it even is that, because they all have some madness in them, but it depends on
They're all little touched.
and this one actually shows nature versus nurture.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the nature in most Targaryens is ruthlessness.
Yeah.
But it gets taught a bit more because like they can be kind. Like the whole point was when he has a conversation with the other prince, the middle brother,
Mm-hmm.
who got his shit kicked in too. Well, I was confused about that because now I need to go back.
He basically said, "Hey, I'm fighting opposite you, but when the time comes, I'm not going to be a danger."
Yeah, but what I'm getting at is that they had the dickhead one who thinks he's a dragon. So you have Aaron, he's a piece of shit. then you've got his younger brother, who's Egg's older brother.
Dude got his femoral artery cut, and he still survived some fucking how.
Yeah. But then there's the one who was talking to Dunk at the party.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, that's not the one who could see the future, because that's the other one who had the silver streak in
Mm-hmm.
his hair. He doesn't have long hair. So this is the whole point, is like in this one instance, he's dealing with like 5 separate Targaryen
That's
princes.
the one he was talking to later on.
Yes, exactly. So that's why I was like, hold
Basically
on.
dismissed him.
Yeah. So there's the ones who dismiss him. There's the one who tells him, and he hears from 3 different points of view, I believe, how Targaryens should be.
And then the young lady,
What?
Burnett, walked up, says, I just wanted you to know I don't blame you.
Oh,
for
the other
ruining
one
my-
who's married in, yeah.
My name day.
Yeah,
Special
but that's
day, whatever.
that's an Ashford. That's not a Targaryen.
But still.
But I'm saying that's her name day there.
Yeah.
That's the Ashfords. But either way, the point was, because she talked shit to him before. That's why she came back and said it wasn't your fault. My name.
Everybody talked shit to him before.
But and this is something that they did not include enough of, is that after what he did to Aaron the first time, that when he punched the shit out of him, actually apparently beat the fuck out of him in the book.
Then he kicked him.
Yeah, but he like really beat the fuck out of him in the book before they got a hold of Duncan. We're about to knock his teeth out.
Yeah.
Curb stomp him. So he's supposed to have had a lot more people on his side, just the normies.
Mm-hmm.
He's supposed to have be surrounded with crowds of people wanting to support him, and he didn't have them.
I think that's coming.
But it was supposed to happen already. The whole point is he was supposed to start becoming like a people's champ thing.
It's coming.
But it happened in a very small scale with the particular characters instead of a lot more people cheering for him. Like in the stands, there should have been more people cheering specifically for him. You had that one redheaded chick who stood up and yelled, "Yeah, kick his ass," or whatever.
And then the one big dude who said he'd
farted.
stand and fight with them and then
Yeah.
ripped ass.
Yeah, he just stood up to shit himself in public. But I think the whole point is they wanted to shrink it down a little bit. The people are still getting used to the thought of him. But one thing that was great was we keep getting flashbacks to Arlen. And we keep getting caught up to his last day. You get to see him talking to him about what the penny tree is. What is the penny tree?
He just stalls out.
And he thinks he's dead. And then he comes back and it's like, whoa, fuck, that guy's not dead.
And that's the reason they call it the penny tree.
Yeah.
And not Good Night always finishes his story.
I love that. I was like,
He's sitting there about to start crying.
yeah. He's like, so Arlen. And he thinks he's dead. He's about to get up to do the thing. And then he's like, and that's like,
Scared the shit out of him.
it's such a good show.
Yeah. They did good.
They did really good.
I think we're going to enjoy this more than the other two.
I mean, House of the Dragon's coming back here in a month or so.
Oh no.
Yeah, season 3 should be better, or terrible. We'll see what happens. Kind of getting stuffy again.
You still need to catch up on the Pit.
I am caught up on the Pit.
You watched the episodes?
We're up to current.
Okay.
No, we watched 4 episodes in one morning.
Oh damn. Okay.
Yeah, that was a lot. That's why I was talking about the lady who blew shit all over the dude and all that. Yeah, that was all in those episodes. I did not need to see that.
Did you
considering
watch the
everything.
most recent one?
Yes.
Okay.
We watched it on Sunday. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out where my
Holy cow, that was funny.
sinuses are imbalanced. Ugh, fuck. I gotta unplug one ear. My sinuses are fucked up. Either way, Night of the Seven Kingdoms, fantastic show. What some of Game of Thrones should have always been, but this is where they're not.
What Game of Thrones I think was lacking that Knights of the Seven Kingdoms has is a heart.
Well, that's because House of the Dragon isn't supposed to have heart.
Well, still,
It's supposed to be about violent, horrible wars. But what they actually did there was they actually softened Rhaenyra's character a lot. Like, she's going to become a piece of shit after this season.
You know,
bad things are about to happen.
We're gonna get to watch Sir Duncan become, more noble and more knightly, and
Yeah,
the good stuff you've missed from all the other crap we've seen so far.
correct. And I think that something that has truly saved this show compared to other ones is they're not catering to
It's not
the
all
message.
doom and gloom.
No, not that. There is doom and gloom.
Yeah,
Nearly lose Dunk. But either way, no, the point is they're not catering to the message. They're not doing the woke bullshit. There's not a whiff of that fucking anywhere.
Just a fun show.
It's just a good, heartwarming show like we used to have. Kind of like Star Trek used to be. That's a not so subtle segue to talk about gay Klingons.
Well,
I got an article.
I'm going to segue my way that way because
But I have to talk about gay Klingons.
you can wait a minute. I've been pounding water all morning.
Well, pound less. Pound a little bit less.
Pound the porcelain.
Shit. Can we talk about gay Klingons now?
Yeah.
And the ruination of anything Star Trek. All right. So, for those who aren't keeping up, and which is probably most of you with any kind of good taste, Star Trek Starfleet Academy is a thing that's happening, and it's apparently garbage. Sean attempted to watch it, and he said it was hot garbage. There's multiple special needs characters, including one that is a 17-year-old special needs fat black girl that's a hologram. Talk about ultimate intersectionality.
Download syndrome.
Yes, correct. Correct.
Yes.
Download syndrome. I think I know what this episode will be called. Me, make that as a comment. Hold on. I gotta message myself here. Hold on. Download syndrome. On top of that, you have another special needs type normal actual person who just apparently is so dumb they swallowed their comm badge. And it wasn't the first time.
You did say calm.
I said comm.
Okay.
It's in communications. You also have this young gentleman person who is, well, now the first openly gay Klingon in Star Trek history. I don't know that there were any particular closeted gay Klingons, but I'm going to guess that means that they had them at some point. So one thing I know.
So gay Klingons? Really?
Yeah, we're doing that now.
Kuvak.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So here's the thing. Things I already know about this character just from watching either The Critical Drinker or Gary over at Nerdrotic. Hi, Gary. I met Gary. It was fun. He comes from a polyamorous Klingon family where both his dads left. They went out to get Gagh and never came back. I'm not joking. This is literally what happened. A black character who doesn't believe in violence, wants to be a fucking doctor to heal people as a Klingon. His polyamorous family, his two dads left. Wow. Like,
Damn.
yeah, and now he's gay because he had an overbearing single mother. That's what happened. We already know that's what causes gay boys. All right, either way. The Star Trek universe has taken a major step forward in LGBTQ plus representation with the introduction of Jaden. The franchise's first openly gay Klingon. The character appears in the upcoming Paramount Plus series. Yeah, no, stupid. All right, so played by Kareem Diane? It's spelled like Diane, but there's a thing over the E, so I'm going to say it's Diane. His casting marks a significant departure from traditional depiction of Klingons as hyper-masculine warriors. Jaden is not only openly gay, but also a pacifist, studying medicine, challenging long-held assumptions about one of Star Trek's most iconic cultures. Yeah, they literally made him, like, Earth gay instead of just, I don't know, a Klingon.
What's a Klingon version of gay? I mean,
It's human gay, apparently.
gosh. Where's George Takei when you need him?
George Takei sent him a message about congratulations on being the first openly gay Klingon.
Really?
Not joking. That's the thing that happened. Because, of course, George Takei was the first closeted Asian on screen in Star Trek. Mm-hmm. And then he was kind of pissed that later on his character was made gay when he couldn't be openly gay. It's like, whatever, Sulu. If you're gay, cool. Good. I don't care. But this is dumb because what Starfleet Academy is all about representation from the human standpoint, the human of 2026 standpoint. Openly gay, love birds, totally oppositionally defiant. Nobody needs a dad. There's almost nothing but females, and all the men are retards or jerks.
Really?
Yes, not joking. This is the thing. And the captain who was chosen to lead this new Starfleet Academy is a fucking washout who decided to be a non-combatant because she did some bad things while she was still a Starfleet cop. She won't even sit in the captain's chair right. She fucking curls up in it.
Fetal position?
No, like fucking legs either up and over the thing or like she's got her book on. By the way, this is the 35th century or something. It's way the fucking the future.
What happened to the lean?
No, we don't do that anymore.
Oh, fuck.
By the way, you leaned way off camera.
I'm sure I did.
Because we don't have Wally anymore.
Fucking that.
You proved that we're never using Wally again.
There we are.
No, there will be no Wally. Anyways, I use Wally at church, but not here. Either way, the whole point is all the characters are terrible. They even brought in the fucking doctor from Voyager. The holographic doctor from Voyager is still somehow around way 1,000 years in the future. Here's the problem. Why are there fat people in this century? Why are there people who need glasses in this century? Why are there openly deaf people who refuse to have their hearing fixed?
Apparently they need space braille.
They have... Deaf people don't need braille. But they do need sign language. They literally had to have an ASL episode because whatever. It's like, what the fuck? It's like you're literally over representation. Like, this is what Star Trek has become.
And actually, it wouldn't be ASL, it'd be ISL.
No, it's alien sign language.
Or intergalactic sign language.
No, I think it was specifically, who was it? Was it the Trill? Oh, yeah, so they decided to shit on some legacy characters for fun, too, while they were at it. Really? So they brought back a Dax character, so apparently the Dax symbiote is still floating about, but now as a openly gay black man or something. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. They tried to bring in the concept of Cisco coming back. I was like, you do not fuck with Cisco in this piece of shit.
At least they're leaving the trickster out of it.
The trickster?
Yeah, the dude from the first...
Talking about Q?
Yeah, Q.
Q's dead.
Yeah.
Q died in Picard.
But he could come back.
No, he's dead. He's not dead because he was at the end of Picard. Yeah. It's like he faked his own death, which was proven at the end of Picard. Mm-hmm. So instead of getting Star Trek Legacy, which would probably continue where Picard left off with characters we actually give a shit about, we jump to the far future with characters who are all fucking retarded. I'm not trying to be mean here. They are retarded.
Trying to watch all this.
I am not watching a fucking second of it.
Oh, bullshit.
Our good friend Sean watched a few seconds of it. He gave it 2 whole episodes. And he's like, yeah, this is fucking...
That's like me trying to watch Dune Prophecy.
Dune Prophecy was better than this. Dune Prophecy was better than that. Robot Jocks would be better than this.
Yes. And that says a fucking lot.
So answering Tyler's question from earlier, things that he irrationally dislikes, Robot Jocks. Because it actually makes no sense for you to not like it.
What do you mean?
You love stupid, cheesy-ass movies.
It was boring.
It's stupid and cheesy.
And it was boring.
The whole way through. You don't like good things.
No. You like especially bad things.
That's not how that works. Oh, look, Sean just finally sent in a message.
Uh-oh.
I told him we were going early. So we have a very late in the game Sean question. That's okay. Hold on. Let me go back through here. Let me go back through this article as we were going through it here. Let's see here. Jaden. Okay, I already read that. Oh, by the way, a Klingon who loves birds. That's his other thing. He loves birds. I saw it.
Okay.
I saw it in the stupid comments. People won't get that because you posted it in the comment section.
Whatever.
Of a thing that we're currently recording.
Yeah.
The character's arrival has generated both praise and typical backlash from conservative quarters. DNA acknowledges some responses have been rooted in homophobia, racism, and bigotry, but emphasized that messages of support from the LGBT people feel seen and vandalized. It says validated, but I'm saying vandalized. Inspired by Jaden. It's so stupid. They said it's oh my God. Okay, veteran Star Trek actor George Takei has publicly supported the inclusion, calling the new character meaningful and reflective of a long overdue step for the franchise. There were gay characters already in Discovery. There was non-binary gay characters in fucking the previous series that also sucked, that people also fucking hated. And don't get me wrong, I have no actual problem with gay people. I have no problem with gay people represented in places that gay people be. They changed what it means to be most of the species and characters that they've shown. Humanity sucks. We've gone backwards by several thousand years at this point. Like, they started using our modern vernacular in this show that is set 1,200 years past now. Does that make any fucking sense?
No.
So why would they do it? Actually, no, I'm wrong. It was 1,500 years past.
Because they're dumb.
Now. Yes, they're very dumb. So on top of that, like, it just, why would a fucking hologram, 1, be programmed as a teenager, 2, be programmed to be autistic, 3, be programmed to be fat? It doesn't make any fucking sense. What they did is they cast people and said, we're going to design a role around you, fat black autistic girl. And she's like, yay. Like, she's probably a perfectly nice, bubbly person. Her character seems to be a very perfectly nice, bubbly character. She's a hologram. Somebody programmed her to be this way. We've had at this point in the Star Trek universe, there should never be blindness, deafness, or any type of physical element that you do not choose to purposely have because you feel special. Autism was likely completely gotten rid of way back when they figured out that
is the hologram like a gunner's mate or
no
photons?
She's kind of like that. In the first episode, just from what I've seen, she knows that shaking hands is a thing, but she has no concept of how to shake hands. So she's like, "Nice to meet you," and sticks her hand out right past your face. I was like, "That's not how you shake hands. You're a program. Mm-hmm. How are you not programmed with anything? Like, where did they find a 17-year-old autistic chick to base a hologram from?" The doctor was based.
Pick any public school.
Yeah, now, not in the 35th fucking century. Did autism come back in? It clearly did, because why do they have 2 blatantly autistic characters?
That's because there was a future eugenics program and they were trying.
No, they banned eugenics already. We did the eugenics wars already because they were trying to breed a superhuman race. Remember Khan? Khan was part of the eugenics wars in the 90s. The 90s is when eugenics wars happened.
2690?
No, 1994. You didn't know this? The eugenics wars from Star Trek happened in our version of the 90s.
No.
Yes. Khan was created in like 1994.
And it was like the future back then.
Yes.
Yeah.
So like he was in sleep for like 300 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not joking. It's fucking crazy. They thought the 90s we would have genetically altered super soldiers already. We waited till right now to do that. We're doing that currently. We have fun. We have fun super soldiers in the background.
Have the best super soldiers.
We do. They're the greatest. Some would say the best. All right. So either way, I'm done ranting about this. It's just stupid.
Thank God.
Because they're like, I just don't get it. Like,
I thought he was done.
I know it's Alex Kurtzman and he wants to do all the things. He's already been fired, but somehow he got to do one more show and force everything in it that he could. So it's like, Star Trek is dead. Please leave the horse alone. No. Don't put that. Oh, God damn it. He's fucking the horse now. Yeah. He's gotten to the point that Alex Kurtzman is fucking the dead horse and and he married it too. He married the dead horse. He's now fucking it thoroughly. And he's making us all watch, apparently.
Fucking
Either way, what does Sean have to say?
Exploded, yeah.
Yeah, let's go talk to another retard. I'm sorry. I'm not calling autistic people retards, but I am calling the people who created this show retards. I'm glad Doctor Who's dead. All right.
Question for the pod. Hey, if you had an internal soundtrack, what would it be? Just your everyday...
Been there, done that.
That's the same... Wait. It said he sent a message. Hold on. That was last week's message.
Yeah.
Why did that come up again? That was strange. Oh, great. Now it's doing circles. Here it is. Okay. That was weird. I had the message brought up, but it stopped there. Okay, so he sent in a significantly longer message.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. This is Sean's message.
Probably a long message for the pod. So, I was just listening to the last episode, and you were talking about your worst day at work.
Yeah.
Well, my worst day at work, I wasn't even at work. Let me explain. So I was working for Sweetwater Frac, and I'd been a truck pusher for maybe 3 months. Went from trainer to pusher, so I'm pushing trucks, right? Doing frac service type things. So one of my crews was water haulers. They're just tankers. They're hauling flowbacks to and fro from the disposal and doing some other service shit at the flowback for the flow hand. Anyways, so I was on a day off, so I'm home, and the dispatcher calls me and asks me, who do I want to send to what? Who's going to the flowback? Who's hauling leases? Who's hauling frac tanks? So on and so forth. So I put a crew together to go haul the flowback. Now, it was raining that night, so I put my best drivers that I had with the most experience on that flowback. Well, that night, a guy named Richard, who was a very good friend of mine's brother, died. He was almost back to the disposal. There's a curve that kind of goes uphill, and he either fell asleep or something, but he rolled his truck and died that night. And when this happened, I was woke up, and they told me Richard died, had a wreck, like fucking half a mile from the disposal. I knew what curve he was talking about, and it's just fucking crazy. So, like, I had a choice between Richard and Arturo hauling that flowback that night, and I put Richard on this one because he was the most experienced driver. So I felt so guilty, like that choice, which ended up in his death, was almost my fault, like some Final Destination shit.
Damn.
So anyways, I got up and I drove up to work that night, and troopers were there, everybody's there. I had to call Pedro that night, wake him up on his day off and tell him what happened. His brother died that night and how, and it was a big fucking mess, and it was horrible. And I felt guilty for a long time, and just finally you got to realize, fate wasn't in my hands. I'd made the right call by putting the most experienced hand on the sketchiest shit, if you will.
Yeah.
But even to this day, if I think about it, I start feeling bad about that decision, and having to call Pedro, a good friend of mine, and tell him his brother died last night fucking sucked. Anyways, that was my worst day at work, and it wasn't even there.
That's a pretty bad day at work.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give you that, buddy. You win the bad day at work Olympics. I mean, Chad already had the win for getting arrested while at work. Stop playing with your belt on the floor. I see you as I'm sitting here attempting to do things on my side.
Sorry, I'm doing everything I can to stay up. I'm fading fast.
Poke yourself in the eyeball.
No.
Do it. That's a pretty bad day at work there, Shano. I'm sorry about that. That does suck. That sucks quite a lot. Still waiting on Mike's message. We'll see when he sends that in, if he does at all. Just refreshing the thing. Because in the meantime, since he was talking about some Hispanic deaths, sorry, that's about as good a segue as I can get into the chaos that's going on in Mexico since this past weekend.
Yeah, something about Taqueria Jalisco's having a lot of trouble.
Yeah, some Guadalajara has some fajita problems. Look, okay, it's a horrible, horrible joke. All right, so either way, basically,
I know Jalisco's in there somewhere.
Jalisco is part of it, but it's in Guadalajara as well. So I know some people are going to be like, oh, why would you pull that up? Because Fox News was the first thing that was on the list, and it sounded good.
Yeah.
So I got Fox News.
Is under fire.
Yep. So I got Fox News pulled up over here. It says Mexico violence sees dozens of military troops, criminals dead, criminals dead after cartel leader El Mencho was killed. Nasimio Oseguera Cervantes was killed. I'm glad they called him El Mencho because that name's way harder to say. He was killed during a shootout as Mexican military attempted to capture him. So I do have a video pulled up right here. I don't know what this is, but I've only barely scratched the surface from what was going on. I was in my own world all weekend, and then the wifey came home yesterday and told me how one of her own coworkers has basically been affected by this. So I'm going to play this.
So, a Fox News alert, Americans in Mexico have been given the shelter-in-place order as the country descends into violence following the killing of the notorious cartel boss El Mencho by Mexican forces. The White House confirming that the U.S. provided key intelligence to this operation. Former acting DEA Administrator Derek Moss is warning Americans in the region are at great risk, and he joins us now. Derek, it's good to see you, my friend. Explain to the audience who aren't familiar with him who El Mencho is.
So, LJ, thanks for having me. It's a great day for Americans yesterday. The hockey goal, the end of El Mencho, the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel.
Seriously?
The most wanted man in the Western Hemisphere is now dead. And that's because we have strong leadership in our country, and the Mexican government has stepped up their game. El Mencho's been flooding the country with
there's a bus that the firefighters are
if
putting
you
out
look
right
behind
now.
me, you'll see all the dead
You
Americans,
can't see the video.
dead children over my shoulder, and they're working with the Chinese criminal networks. He's a huge national security threat, and I'm very pleased with the efforts both in America and in Mexico, right? So you have cartel operatives all over America that were led into this country with the wide open border, and they've been here trying to,
There's another vehicle on fire.
And our young Americans these dangerous drugs. So I'm very, very pleased with the efforts, LJ.
So the president's action has caused
Give you something to watch.
Massive revenue shift for the cartels. They have 3 operations. It is people crossing the border and they pay a fee to the cartel. The drugs crossing the border, that's more money, and then the human trafficking. The White House shut that down. Now, there are still some Americans that are traveling to Mexico.
Yeah.
Is that safe, Derek?
Well, let me just go back to one thing to make it clear. President Trump, before he got elected, said placing the safety and
By the way, I would like to point out that one of the guys in men's group, his daughter's boss is currently in Guadalajara for vacation and got stuck there. Okay, back to it. This is a weird
security of
media
Americans
player.
would be the top priority, and he's a man of action. So to answer your question about the Americans, no, it's very dangerous in Mexico. It's been dangerous there for many years. Right now, this is a wake-up call for the world about the treachery of the Mexican cartels. That's why President
that's Jalisco
Trump
right there
declared
is
them
what they
as
were showing.
terrorists. Would the Americans want to go visit, the middle of Al-Qaeda Central, right? So
Yes.
right now, what we're witnessing, especially on social media, it highlights the level of control and power the cartels have in Mexico. They're blowing up buses. They're shutting down roads. There's blockades in up to 20 states. They're burning buildings, right? So, yeah, it's very dangerous in there. LJ, I feel confident, though, with our State Department professionalism, with the warnings, the communication is going out all over the social media. I think that they're going to be fine. It's just isolated, it appears. I've gotten some reporting that it's kind of like leveled off a little bit. I hope that's true. But, again, you can't go into the middle of an area.
By the way, I'd like to point out that in the bottom corner of the Chiron, they're showing the inches of snow in the Northeast. Showed New Jersey at 22 inches of snow. Holy shit. I didn't know there's a blizzard going on up there. Did you?
Nope.
Where terrorists are.
We've
It's
been
not
kind of
safe in
isolated this
certain
weekend.
areas. So, there's gunfire, there's panic in the streets. They were running on to the airport tarmac yesterday. So let's hope and let's pray that the people can get out of there and get home. And so
They're talking about
it's just
sending
very dangerous,
American
but let's
military
not
planes to
downplay
get citizens out.
the Americans that are in danger today, because we had millions of unknown people coming into this country, ghost criminals all over this place. So we have
Ghost
a big
criminals.
issue. We got to continue to fight
Puerto
hard.
Vallarta.
There's a lot of heat going on when it comes to these narco terrorists. So any region that is a central location for these terrorists, Americans should be on high alert. We're not trying to make people fearful, but this is exactly what's happened there. They should take your warning, heed that warning. Thanks, Derek. I got to run, brother.
LJ, one last thing.
No,
Just watch
no.
the videos on social media and you'll see how
That's
dangerous it
exactly
is.
right.
He says one more thing. By the way, this is a 4-minute segment. I don't know if the whole thing is all about this or not.
Stop yelling. Stop yelling at the camera.
I did not mean
Not
to make
you,
that
him.
full screen. Hold on. Fuck, where's the corner? Damn it, I'm stuck. Hold on, exit. There we go. I got stuck in full screen mode. All right, either way, that kind of gives us an idea. So basically what had happened was is that, they were trying to hunt down this cartel leader. We gave them intel, and they got into a shootout between them and the actual Mexican military. And the cartels have thoroughly retaliated against that. They took that shit personally, as someone would say. Let's see. I've got another thing over here. It just says Mexico grapples with unrest, security risk after El Mencho killed. This is USA Today. Let's see here. Wow, it's got his entire name. Ruben is also in there, so he has 4 names. Let's see here. 27 cowardly attacks against authorities in Jalisco. Because that's the other thing, is they're now, the cartel is going after National Guard and stuff like that. What was it, 20 some odd National Guard killed? Not ours, but theirs.
25.
Yeah, 25 at least. I was thinking 24, but 25 is a good number there. Now, they've killed quite a lot of cartel guys, but for all the good that does, they run everything. And it's been long known that the cartels run Mexico. They already run a lot of South America, period. But Mexico, in particular, the presidency, Claudia Sheinbaum, is absolutely bought by the fucking cartels.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really strange that in an election, I think it was last year or year before, that 30 some odd people all running for particular seats all somehow got assassinated. Weird. It's almost like somebody was clearing the way for a very particular person to get into power. Very strange. Don't know how that happened. Either way, basically Trump is saying that, we're going to help Mexico. We're going to free our friends to the south. We're not going to let them here, though. Because why would we? It's like, no, this is exactly the shit we're talking about. It's like, the Mexicans killed a Mexican cartel guy, and they're retaliating by terrorist actions everywhere across the fucking area where they control, I guess, at least. Yeah. And it's like, no, there's no issues. There's no drugs. There's no violence problems. But I mean, literally, Jessica's coworker, she's from Mexico. Her family brought her over here against her will when she was young. It is what it is. But they still have family there. Her grandma had a ranch right near the border that the cartels actually took care of and would use her property to get things across the border, stuff like that. But that's the price you pay. You're like, hey, we'll protect your land and we'll help you as long as you don't get in our way. Mm-hmm. Fortunately for her, she's already here in the U.S. They got her out before anything went wrong, but apparently that ranch got burned to the ground in some of this action. And her uncle was literally directly assaulted and beaten, and his truck, his only business he had, burned to the ground in the streets by the cartel. That was 2 days ago. So it's not like they're attacking U.S. forces. They're attacking their own people internally.
Yep.
Because they're unhappy with the fact the government decided to stand up against the fucking cartels, which they should have been doing all along.
Mm-hmm.
But I do find it funny that people still think you can't go after the cartels. I was like, have you seen what the U.S. military can do? It's like, yeah, these guys are doing terroristic violence, which fucking blows. Don't get me wrong. Effie's falling asleep, guys.
I am.
But
Holy crap.
Imagine if we just sent in some Marines.
Told you I'm running out of gas.
Send in a Marine division.
That'd be fun.
Let's see how fast we can clean up. So send in a Marine division across North Mexico, and then make sure you send in very specific deltas to go after cartel leaders. We already know that they can literally snatch a president out of his own bunker.
Yeah, send 90 or 100 of them, motivated psychos.
Send a few of those audio weapons, the sonic weapons. That'll clear that shit right up, Man, I was hoping Mike would send in a message in time, but he has not. So hopefully,
I'm about to
if Mike doesn't send a message in the next couple minutes, we're going to call it quits anyway. So because we're already an hour and a half, and we don't have too much more to talk about today. So it'll actually be a shorter episode because we're lacking a Chad. He couldn't get away today, and he's got important stuff to take care of on Thursday. So we're going to be praying for him on that.
And I'm lacking a give a damn at the moment.
You're lacking energy. He's like, it's not that your give a damn's broke. It's at your core. You're at your core. You're sleepy. Because normally this would be when Jefe would be getting here, not
right.
nearly the end of the show. So he's got to go take
have
a
at
nap.
least a 4.5, 5 hour nap usually.
Yeah, well, that's what happens when you got to go
Today
take.
I'm napless.
You're like Maryland?
Indianapolis.
No, you're Annapolis. You're Annapolis, Maryland. Speaking of Maryland, I'm sad that this would be where I was supposed to have gone to Baltimore. This is the week I was supposed to go.
Oh.
So congrats to our good buddies over at Columpton Beer Club who'll be celebrating episode 200 this week. Of course, it'll be dropping a little bit later. But I'm sorry, 250, not 200. My bad. So sad I can't be there. I know Louis is going to be there. He's going to have some fun with the guys. But it is what it is. But anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there. We don't have time to get Mike's message in, unfortunately. So we will revisit the Albertan connections later. Either that or I will add it later once he sends it. Either way. So thanks for at least participating to that degree, Mike. It is what it is. He does say he misses being on the show. I was like, well, our lives all kind of went a different direction. It's unfortunate, but either way. So guys, like, subscribe to all the things. Go check me out at _Shoky. Go follow the Sleepy Lump over there at Grounded and Sleepy. And go check out Chad at C4 Graphics. Give him some business, just not on Tuesdays. And of course, follow us at @NIME_pod. And we will have more things coming up in regards to episode 200 sometime soon. I know it sounds like a long way off, but realistically, the business of making that double header happen is already going on and has been going on. So, and make sure you go watch the Mad Llama episode. That took a fuckload of effort, so please go watch that, like it, comment on it, share it with your buddies, and or you're not buddies. Show them, be like, hey, you need to fucking do that. Either way. So we will see you next time, and with that, okay. That's what I sound like without a CPAP. I'm so stuffy. Look at him. That'll be the thumbnail. Sleepy Heavy is the thumbnail.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad.